So we're going to show you everything we got at the Strip District yesterday. It's not a whole lot of stuff, actually.
It really isn't, because
We spent more on food, again, tasting food, than we did buying stuff.
And it wasn't like a lot, so it was a lot of food markets and food restaurants, not so much stores to shop in, which I was surprised. There was stuff like sidewalk shopping and stuff, but like not a lot. There are two places I want to go back today when we go to breakfast that I want to quick pop into, and I'll tell you about those later. Okay, so first...
Wait, two places?
Just two really quick places. And one, I just have to get those homemade flour tortillas for taco night tomorrow night, and we're having taco night tomorrow night, just because I want to go get those homemade flour tortillas because they smelled amazing. First place, the second best place we went, Allegheny Coffee and Tea Exchange. Had to get coffee. Oh wow, what a neat place. They had a huge every coffee in the back that they just scoop out for you. You can get it ground to your liking or whole bean. We get whole bean because we grind it to cup.
So we got 3 pounds of different, I like dark roast coffee. This is a dark roast Burundi. All right. And we're going to put links to all these shops in the description down below, so you can look them up yourself. And Allegheny Coffee and Tea has a huge selection. So you are definitely going to be able to find something that you like, whether it's flavored, decaf, and like a huge selection of just decaf, which is hard to find those types of flavors.
Yeah. So decaf, hazelnut, whole bean, of course, because you grind it to your cups. And I usually like a dark roast as well, and I've been trying to drink more decaf coffee because it counts as hydration if it's decaf. And so I got a decaf Belgium white chocolate. I can't wait to try that. And because my drink was so delicious yesterday, I had to buy their salted caramel sugar-free syrup and
they're actually glass.
Their salted caramel coconut sugar-free. Or
that's not salted caramel, it's just coconut.
You know what I mean? I haven't had my coffee yet today. Okay, so another place we went was Enrico Biscotti Company. We could not decide what we wanted to get. So for $6.50, you could get an entire bag of their ends.
But you don't know what's in there.
It's just a variety.
It's like a surprise bag. Biscotti surprise. Yeah, it's all different colors of biscotti, and the ends, you know, like there's big chunks. So I guess you just have to smell it.
The whole variety.
And try to figure out what it is. It smells good.
It was one biscotti for like $2.50.
Yeah, $2.50. I mean, and they're big. The biscotti. We did get one, but we ate it.
It was salted caramel.
Before we showed you guys.
It was really good.
But
we couldn't decide. Big. And then we saw this whole rack of ends for $6.50. So, and the guy's like, oh, it has all different flavors in it. I was like, jackpot. So we got that. Okay, so my number one favorite place that we found yesterday, it was called Labatt's Mediterranean Grocer and Cafe. And the guy there was so awesome. And it reminded me back in Detroit, all these little Mediterranean stores like Syrian and Lebanese stores that you go into, and it's not like a big grocery store like the one that will be spoken of that we don't want to speak of again later in the video. The guy was super cool. The smell brought me back to my childhood just walking in. And so we just grabbed a couple things. The back cafe was not open because of COVID, but they had a little cart that was closed.
They were just serving fresh gyros. They had the spit and they were shaving the gyro meat and just making gyros on that cart. But we intended on going back as our last stop for the day, but we never asked how long the cart was open for. And of course it was closed when we got back.
Yeah.
So we did not get a good gyro.
No, but oh, the smell of the store. He was so nice. If I lived here, I would be there all the time. So a couple things I got. I made kibbeh at home and had the spices and stuff, but I thought I'd try it. It's a kibbeh mix. This is a kafata mix, so we're gonna use it for our burgers.
Yeah, well, I'll make burger kebabs just like that with tzatziki.
And he was shocked that I've never made my own Lebanese bread, which is known as pita bread. So he convinced me to get the mix and put in a little hard work into it myself, which...
I'll be making the bread.
Moran's volunteered. Okay.
So we already did a review of the Granddad's, what is it? Candy? Grandpa Joe's candy shop. And I did find out it's a chain. So I thought it was like a privately owned establishment, just a, hole in the wall place, but it's a chain.
I will be so mad.
Well, what do you expect?
Do that?
What do you expect?
So,
it's cheaply made, and
we collect playing cards, and so I saw these Garbage Pail cards. Who doesn't love Garbage Pail kids, right? So I was like, how awesome would that be? $8.95 for Garbage Pail kids. And I thought that they would be all Garbage Pail kids. And I was like, I will be so upset if I open them and every Garbage Pail kid's not on the cards.
You should just open them in the store. So like your high-end cards have Garbage Pail pictures.
Yeah, but those aren't even
But all the other ones are whatever that is. That same print on every card. But, we'll just pass these along and give them away.
Okay, next week's we went, well, this isn't in order by any stretch of the means, but we went to Stimoli Brothers, which we showed you some of the things that we got there yesterday. And that was Greek, Mediterranean, and Italian.
Colleen tried that while we were eating.
Yeah.
The Kalamata paste with, these are, it's the first time we've seen these like bite-size pita breads, which is pretty cool.
They're the perfect size for me.
Yeah, bite-size. And then we played it in a video how to pronounce this, but
Katafi.
We will be eating it all.
And then, so I love dolmas, and so actually everybody in my family loves dolmas. And we
grape leaves.
We usually get them at Wegmans by us. I do not hand make them. My aunt has a YouTube channel. She's like 80 or 90 years old and makes them. She shows how to make them, so maybe I should watch her. But they usually come in those huge jars and they go bad. So found them in these.
Yeah. So you pop, these will stay. Obviously, it's a canned good.
So I bought every jar they had.
That they had on the shelf. Because they can go on our shelf and they last. The expiration is in July of 2023.
Yeah, so we just bought all of them.
Woolies. Oh, yeah. Well, it was in the video. We got a lobster roll from Woolies, a fresh squeezed orange juice. There was some video of stuff inside that shop, but we did pick up a key lime jelly. They had a jelly section. Never had key lime jelly. We both like key lime, and we'll try different jellies here and there. Strawberry rhubarb is awesome, but as soon as I saw this, it went in the cart. And then they have these recipe cards everywhere. So each section you go, like in the seafood section, they have seafood recipe cards. And then their produce section, they had, vegetarian and, stuff that you can use.
We just stopped at the seafood cart one.
Oh, yeah, most of these. Yeah, I think they're all seafood cards.
Some of them are like their signature, like dips and recipes.
Stuff that they make and then sell there.
So we just got a bunch of recipe cards, and I'll put those in a recipe book at home, and we'll try a lot of the recipes.
So we went to the Penn Mac Company, Pennsylvania Macaroni Company, but we did pick up a few things.
If you know, you know, and stay tuned for a video that's coming soon, because why not? So if you know, you know.
What does that mean? I don't know.
They'll know. He'll know soon.
I don't know.
So
I guess I'm going to be eating something soon. We stopped at this Woodworks shop, Jonathan Moran Woodworks. And there's a little bit of video that I put in. We went in, I completely didn't even think about recording anything in there, even though it was the coolest shop. The lady was super nice in there. Her husband is Jonathan Moran. He does all custom woodworking. So there was awesome, like even just shelves. So you could just buy a piece of wood that's finished to hang a shelf, desk sets, cutting board. I do have pictures, so I took a couple of pictures while I was in there, and I'll put them in, and then if I can find some pictures online, I'll add them too while we're talking.
It was beautiful.
But, I
think we spent the longest time in there just staring at stuff.
Oh yeah, just browsing. I mean, it's expensive because it's all custom made, but like the one desk set was like $2,500 for a desk.
Gorgeous.
But someday when we're rich, we'll just go back and buy stuff. So this we got as a gift, and I did take a picture of its purpose.
Stay tuned.
So here is I put the picture in of what the purpose of this is, and it's basically a wine bottle holder.
It's so cool.
But
I was mesmerized by this.
It's physics, so this will sit flat, and the bottle sits here, and it counteracts the weight, so it literally just holds it up on your counter. And they had a display of these, but John Moran makes these too.
She seriously was just incredibly nice. So visit them. Okay, so we were buying a lot of stuff, and we parked at this valet place that was super nice.
Yeah, right in the middle of
it was 20th and Penn. I remember seeing the sign.
That's a little more money. It was $15 for all day, but at least your car is protected. They're constantly moving cars around, and everything's out in the open.
Yeah, and they were really, really nice because we kept going back, and they'd unlock our car, and then they'd lock it back up for us. But there were some things that I opened, like the olives and the chocolate and stuff that we had to carry all day. So I was like, I need a bag to carry this in if I can carry it all day.
Need a new bag.
And I love those crossover bags. So I found this cute little bag. The crossover bags, the big ones. I love those type of bags. So we found this little store that was in the basement, and I got the one with the little owls on them, purple back. I don't remember the name of the store, but it was next to Cafe Raymond's.
Yeah, it was right next, because I was standing outside waiting. So between the Mexican place and Cafe Raymond's, there's a set of steps. Yeah, and there was a sign. I forget what it said, but
yeah, they had clothes, they had bags, it was really neat. But I loved it, and then I was able just to throw it over crossbody and carry all of our stuff all day and not worry about all the different bags.
The strip district, everything is pretty close to it. All the shops are close, and it's all walking distance. You can easily do it in a day. That's what we weren't sure of, if we'd even be able to check everything out in a day, but it was easily done. And then we went back and checked out things a second time. But the furthest place to walk was another Mediterranean cafe / market, Salem's.
Which I was so excited about. This man was so nice, because I was like, that's all I want to do. That's all I want to do. I want to go to this place, because I looked it up ahead of time, and we had to walk to 30th Street.
I mean, at least along the way, the ice cream shop was there, which we wanted to check out too. So we wanted to check out the ice cream shop, and that's kind of on the outskirts of the strip district. And then this place is even further, blocks upon blocks.
I skipped there. I was so excited. I was disappointed.
The one thing with the strip district, the blocks aren't like a normal city block either. But the further away you get from the district, they do become large city blocks. So you're walking, and it seems like forever, and then eventually you find Salem's. And they did have some neat stuff in the market, but there is video of what we thought of their food in here. Unfortunately, it's all Americanized Middle Eastern food.
So as soon as I walked in, I just knew. I was like, as soon as I walked in, I got up and I was so excited. I was like, there it is, and I was so excited. And then I walked in and I was like,
and there was a decent amount of people eating. So I guess they just maybe they don't know authentic Mediterranean, or they don't care. They like the taste of it, but it didn't. It was a dud for us.
They just tried to Americanize it to do this. Yeah.
The Euro meat was beef. There was no lamb. It wasn't even a mixture of lamb.
It wasn't even just beef.
It was like rubber.
It wasn't. Okay, so when he was taking it off
The
spit, I told Howard, I said, well, it's not Euro meat. Like, that is something like I've never, in all my years, I've never seen something like that. Like, that's not Euro meat. And then the grocer part, like,
the stuff,
so Labatt's was like the type of grocer I was used to. And then when you go into Samel's, it's like this modernized, like, it's just, it wasn't the authentic type of Mediterranean store like I was expecting. But I did find
a named Syrian is in the name. It's hard to find true Syrian seasonings.
I'm really hoping that this is good.
Guess where it comes from? Dearborn, Michigan.
Oh,
Tut's International Export and Import.
So I'm from Dearborn, Michigan. So
all spices, cloves, cinnamon, ginger, rosebud, nutmeg. Sounds like
it sounds good. So I was excited.
That's what
it was a good walk.
When you with all the eating I did, I was fine with walking distance.
It's a nice long walk.
When we walked back to the district, that's when we had dinner. All right, that wraps up our third and final video for our Pittsburgh trip. If you didn't catch the other two videos, I'll link them down below in the description. If you have any tips or comments about the trip or any type of advice you have, something to check out in the future, because we'll be going back probably one time before we head south. So if there's anything interesting that you know about in and around the city of Pittsburgh, leave a comment below and we'll check that out on our next trip. Other than that, please subscribe below to follow along on all our travel vids. We have some repair videos that we put up, as well as food reviews, things like that. So if you want to follow along on the channel, just subscribe below and hit that bell if you want to be notified every time we post a video. It's typically 2 days a week right now, Saturdays or Sundays, and then every Wednesday, trying to be consistent with it. So until next time, last tag.